2016. I rolled over in bed after a terrible night's sleep to see that it was only 4 o'clock in the morning. I opened my phone to see the news of Donald Trump being elected plastered all over social media. I was in tears as I walked upstairs to see my mother already awake with the same distraught expression that I had. While my stomach was in a knot the night before with Trump's numbers rising, I didn't think it would affect me as much as it did. Sleep deprived and upset, I got ready for school. The hallways of the school were awkwardly quiet and clearly divided, like the rest of the world. Something had to be done, but I wasn't sure what. I felt so small in comparison to the large problems we were already facing. January 21st, 2017. I was ecstatic when my mom told me that she would drive me all the way down to Washington, D.C. for my first march. We bundled up and headed to D.C., pink hats on, Hamilton soundtrack blasting, and heading down the New Jersey Turnpike. At our first rest stop, I was stunned when we walked into a sea of pink hats. I turned to my mom with the biggest smile on my face and thanked her for taking me because I knew this is where I was supposed to be. It was refreshing to see people who felt the same way as I did. While the march itself was absolutely amazing, it hit me on the subway ride back to my car that this wasn't close to being over. It was the beginning of our movement. April of 2017, I joined Shelley Brindle and the Westfield Together campaign as an intern. While I wasn't really sure what to expect, it was something I could do locally to continue this movement. The most essential thing I learned from 6 months on this campaign is how to listen. If we want to start any dialogue or make any progress, we must keep an open mind, even to people who may not necessarily have the same views as us. I had the privilege of working with people of all walks of life. Through conversations with these people and people who had different interests and views as I did, I gained valuable ideas and knowledge. Not to mention that I was a part of accomplishing a Democratic full sweep. January 20th, 2018. I'm standing here today because through all of the experiences in the past year and a half, I have found my voice. I have found my power to resist and change the things I cannot accept. 2 years ago, I wouldn't dare bring up politics anywhere outside of my house in fear of causing inflammatory discussion. But this is more important than fear. We must resist. We must keep fighting. We must take action, especially in voting in 2018. I don't think anything sums it up better than my favorite poem titled An Ode to Angry Girls by Stella Lyons. Here's to the shrill girls and the bossy girls, to the bitches and the ice queens. Here's to the Virginia Woolfs, the Charlotte Brontes, and the Jane Austens, to the Nina Simones, the Angela Davises, and the Maya Angelous. Here's to the girls that were taught that a woman's passion is a threat to order, and were told to be as delicate as a China doll, but chose to be made of steel anyways. Here's to the girls who were made prisoners to gentleness and timidity, who were told that silence is more ladylike. Here's to the girls that were told that boys don't like girls who are loud, because a boy's attention is more important than a girl's convictions. Never apologize for your anger. Never apologize for your right to feel, to express, to resist. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and the world knows no force like a woman empowered. Finally, I am very pleased to introduce Lisa Wallach Mandelblatt. Lisa is a lifelong community activist, resident of Westfield, educator, and former attorney, and she is a candidate for New Jersey's 7th Congressional District, a seat currently held by Leonard Lance. Lisa is a fervent supporter of women's rights, social justice, and is ready to give a voice to our movement in Washington. Lisa wants to fight the dangerous agenda of those currently in power and turn our attention back to creating good-paying jobs, improving public schools, providing quality and affordable health care and reproductive care, and making sure that everyone in New Jersey has a chance to get ahead. I had the pleasure of meeting Lisa and working with her during the Westfield Together campaign, and she is everything I've said and more. Welcome, Lisa, and thank you for being here today.